Hey folks, welcome back to American Truck Simulator, and I'm just finishing off a run back up to Boise with a load of gypsum. It's gonna add a pretty hefty chunk to our cash because it's about 9 grand for this contract, so paying pretty well. And I'm hoping that we can then pick up one of the really cool big wide loads. So discovered, I'm sure maybe I'm confusing. We drove past Boise, I think. So yep, and we're in a really nice truck. So we're in a Peterbilt, and I've really enjoyed driving this guy. So I think maybe this will be a bit of a goal for us to see if we can pick one of these up, because it's been a nice truck to drive. It's been a nice truck to drive. Kind of like the layout of the dash. Yeah. So we'll see what we can pick up in the area. Let's say it doesn't necessarily have to be in Boise, because as was pointed out to me, we do have the luxury of being able to travel around a little bit. We've got a little bit of freedom on where we take jobs because we don't have our own truck. We can kind of hitchhike to the next job, and it's pretty unlikely that there's going to be two mentally unstable people in the one truck, so we should be pretty safe. And because this is a triple trailer, we've only got the option to do a nice easy part, but we will pick that up because more experience is more gooder, and over time that will add up. So yep, just gonna gently roll forwards, trying to get ourselves in the parking box. Yep, we'll see what we can grab. I thought this was just a way of making a little bit of progress without doing too much and you guys missing too much. That should see us done. There we go. So we will bang on the parking brake, catch the trailer, see what we're gonna get. So another excellent job, obviously, and a decent amount of XP and more skill points. So I think we'll unlock high value cargo. Already got the flammable liquids, but we'll unlock high value cargo as well. We'll apply that. And let's see what jobs we've got available to us. Yeah, so we've got a massive tech part. So that's 20 by 20 by 16. Going to Grangeville, there's another 8 grand. Or we've got the job from Butte, which is 11 grand. We'll take the 8 grand one. I'm quite enjoying this, trying to link the jobs together. Or we've got, let's just type in a giant silo. And a bit of me feels we should be doing that because of farm sim. And it's only 1 grand less. So it's 45 by 15 by 15. I don't know if it counts as a wide load, but it's certainly a large load. So let's grab that, shall we? and we'll it's a big one. It's a big one. And we'll see how we get on with this. So, that is a heck of a lot of trailer, isn't it? That is a lot of trailer. So, hopefully someone's pulled on the straps and said, that's that guy. He's had the important job of saying that ain't going anywhere. So, the escort vehicles will lead you, and we're going to follow their lead. So basically, when we need to change lanes, we let them maneuver out first and we follow them, essentially. Yeah. Try not to go off route, try to stick to speed limits. Basically, what it seems to be. I'm just very quickly, we'll start to pull out and we'll grab a thumbnail as we pull out. Let's just have a quick look at this Mahusive thing. Yeah, so this is going to be an interesting one. It's not too heavy, I don't think, which is kind of nice. I do want to cycle through fuel economy. Okay, no. Right, so there's our first escort vehicle. And what I'm going to do is start to make the turn. Very quickly grab the thumbnail. Right, let's see if we can get this thing where we need to get to without too many issues. We'll try and keep talking as we go, but obviously this is a bit more of a driving challenge. I can see ahead we've got kind of a sharp turn coming up, so yeah. We'll see what we can do. But hey, it's a fun challenge, isn't it? If it all goes wrong, it's not the end of the world, is it? So, and not the first time I've been involved in a police escort, moving a load through an urban area. So, we'll get to that once we've got around this junction. Because it's not as tight a turn as I thought, but I think we can ignore traffic signals. Yeah, so I'm going to give myself a bit of space. We'll get in the middle of the road. Drop it down a gear. Another gear. And take it relatively wide. Slow. And I'm not sure if we're going to get Buddy in his car there. But there's no going back. So if we do, at this point, we do. No? Oh, God, I'm good. So damn good. Like I planned it. Over having the engine like balls, but you know. Right down onto the interstate. And again, we'll go as wide as we can here. Drop down a bunch of gears. I'm going to get up on the curb. And yeah, there we go. And then we'll give us some gas to try and pick up speed. down the ramp. And see if we can hit 55. Right, dog has been let out because, you know, he couldn't last that long without needing to go for a pee. And it seems to happen just after I start doing this. So, yep. Looks like we're taking the first exit, so we'll do that. And I'm kind of letting these guys dictate the speed to some extent. Although I think we want to ease up for the corner, lads. Again, we shift. We can ignore the traffic lights. Start thinking about turning maybe as wide as we can go. But we barely fit under those lights. And off we go again. Again, I'm pretty sure we can ignore all of the traffic lights, because we've got an army of Rozzers out blocking them for us. So we'll just give her the beans again and get going. Hopefully we won't get any... no, didn't mean to do that. That was the wrong one. 2.3 miles per gallon. Look at that. 50 miles an hour. Jesus. Oof. th gear. You seem to be slowing down, officer. Thanks, officer. We had achieved 50 odd miles an hour, and now we're not. Good old AI. So yeah, not the first time they've been involved in a police escorted movement. Those of you that have been around for a while know that my dad has built... Jeez. I really so want to go past this guy, but we're not allowed. Know that my dad has in the past built boats. And he built both of them in the garden of my parents' house. And to move the last of those from my parents' house to water required a police escort because it was rather large, and was actually higher than the height limit for getting through the town that they live in. So yeah, you're going to slow down and stop. Come on, buddy. Just give it some. My dad, I might have told this story at some point in other videos. My dad was sat on top of the boat with a broom, raising up the telephone wires that at that point crossed the street. So they cleared the boat. I think there was a police car. I can't remember if it was behind or in front of the lorry that the boat was on. And then I was it must have been in front. It was in front. Because I was originally following, and then realised I needed to get where they were going first. So I overtook. Because they were going quite slow. They were going well. They were going, you know, at kind of not much more than more than walking speed, but not particularly quickly. And yeah, I overtook and then went a different route to beat them there. And yeah, so go. Random story for today. God, I could have picked a better route for this, couldn't I? Jeepers. It's a pretty route, but oh, he's going to slow down because there's traffic. Yeah. I think I'll just ease up and save on the old liquid dinosaurs when he does that. It's pretty, isn't it? It's a pretty game. I'm going to admit that it is a pretty game. So far, so good. So far, so good. We're not doing too bad for speed either. We're getting 45, 40, 45. Considering it's a 55-mile-an-hour road, it's a pretty windy road, and we are one heck of a load. I'm not disappointed with the speed we're maintaining. It would be kind of nice to be able to enjoy the view, but you know, we need to concentrate on doing our job. So that's what we're doing. It'd be kind of interesting if you could, I know it's American Truck Simulator, but if you could drive the escort vehicle, you know. Probably do a really bad job of that, to be honest, because I'd just be like, send it. And I guess if you had someone cooperative in the truck also sending it, then it'd be fine. Because Mr. State Trooper, we could be doing 45 here, buddy. You know? I mean, it's great for my fuel economy. My fuel economy's creeping up, but, you know... Oh, I think we're going to get a dog drink. I think we've got a dog drinking coming. Yep, here we go. Don't know if that's just a relatively quiet dog drink, so we're okay. Yep. Let's find another gear. This is another nice truck. It's another nice truck. But I don't know why. No, I have no particular reason, but I do kind of like the Peterbilts. So, I think that's kind of my goal. To see if we can save up the cash for one of those. It'd be nice to do it without a loan, because that's normally what I do. As I've said it a few times, I normally just hammer the old loan. And really hammer it, because normally I would hammer the loan to get a second garage and get workers and stuff. And you know what? It's kind of nice to just chill out and nearly crash into the escort vehicle. Right, let's find a gear. Find a lower gear. So, yep. Come on. Supreme. Aaron Automotive. One of the mods I'm running gives real names to a bunch of the stuff in game, which I kind of like real brands and stuff, so that's kind of cool. I've got to say, although I've not been to this area in the States, this does feel like a small American kind of national parks area town. They've done a good job with this game. I'd like to visit this. This feels like a nice place to go on holiday. Sorry, vacation. Yeah, feels like a nice part of the world to visit. The the area that I haven't been in quite a while, but the area that I visit with work when I go there is not a long way from some of the national parks, and it is really nice to just like I've spoken about this, but particularly if it's a stressful time when you're there, like after work, because we do generally finish early enough that it's possible to. Oh, we've got a turn coming up. Sorry, less gas bagging, more concentrating on driving. Can use the whole road here. Awesome. That's what we should be doing. It's really nice sometimes to just go head out into, like, jump in the car, drive off into the national park, find somewhere to park up and just sit and chill. Because most of the times I've been has been out of like what would be busy holiday season type times. I think maybe a few times I've been when it's been like a holiday weekend and stuff, but most of the time it's really, really not a busy part of the year. And yeah, find somewhere to park up, enjoy the peace and quiet, just relax. Maybe, find a spot next to a stream or something and just chill out. It's great. $65 to go. Awesome. We are trucking along. Not been too bad, this. Actually, it's not been too bad. I'm sure some of you are kind of shocked. But, I can be vaguely competent sometimes behind the wheel. It's more that when I'm playing farm sim, I don't particularly worry about the driving bit so much. Kind of more just, yeah, I don't know. Whereas on this, I'm trying harder with driving. So yeah, I think that's the difference. He says as he really gives it a little bit too much in the corner there. Anyway. We will deliver the grain silo. It'd be really nice in Farm Sim to see roads like this. And I know it's kind of hard because the maps are really small. And I don't play a lot of American maps, but I mean, I guess the one that Kartik and I did multiplayer on, the 4X map, there was a little bit of this kind of stuff with like changing terrain, and there was the bridges and the town and stuff, but yeah, actually I'll shut up. And Ola's, one of Ola's maps had quite a lot of terrain on it, didn't it? Yeah, I'll shut up. I'll be quiet. That might reflect more my lack of venturing to different areas. So yeah, that's on me. Probably more on me. Alright, we're 30 miles out. Getting a little bit of traffic ahead, but otherwise we are good. And I think with these ones, again, you get the option for a simple park. The one time I have done one of these missions, the tricky bit was getting in the yard again, because it's this big articulated low loader thing, so you've really got to think about your turn in. Trying to talk like I know what I'm talking about. I really don't, but BS with confidence. Look at that fuel economy, 3.3 miles per gallon. Wow. Man, that's like hypermiling. we can grab 15th gear and yeah, let's go. This truck really does pull. I guess it's a silo, so it's not particularly heavy. It's more big and voluminous rather than being massive, as in containing lots of mass. So yeah, it's but this Ross has given it some now. I mean, I've been giving him some stick off most of the way down, so he's kind of gone with screw it. Let's give her the beans, which I'm all for, mate. As we pull into green. Yeah, look at that. There's corn in the field. Well, there's crops in the field. Might not be corn. Right. Let's switch on. This will be where we turn the radio down because we need to concentrate. Excuse me, sir. Could you just wait there? Thank you. Right. Where are we headed to? And if you could just ease up there a little bit now, Mr. Police Escort. You know, you went slower than places you shouldn't have gone slow, and now you're kind of in a bit of a rush, fella. Just ease her up a little bit, so we've got a right-hand turn ahead. So, what's a JCB kit or JCB coloured kit? Maybe not necessarily branded or licensed. I don't know because I think they use JCB tractors on trailers, and I don't know whether it's licensed or not, but you know. So I'm hoping that they've got the road blocked up here so that I can take the whole road here. We're gonna go right down into first. You're gonna have to wait, fella. We're gonna go nice and wide. How are we looking as we come into here? Yep. Should be okay. Nice. Awesome. We'll grab a slightly higher gear. And there's our delivery point. Yeah, 7 miles an hour is absolutely plenty, I think. There's the crew waiting to unload. Yeah, I'm coming in, buddy. I'm coming in. There's no need to rush this, sir. Do kind of like that. But yeah. There's no rush, gents. No rush. We've brought her in all the way with no issues. And then I go and slam on the parking brake. But yeah, very pleased with that run. I don't think there's any, it's not like we're gaining anything from doing this. It just kind of looks cool seeing it from the outside. And there we go. Kind of pleased with that. Kind of pleased with that one. Let's see what we actually could have won, but did indeed win. So, another excellent rating. That should get us to level 5. Yep. So, I'm thinking we unlock just in time because we're going to get more experience on that. Or do I go for slightly longer? or do we unlock one of the other classes? We've got I guess explosives is next by the looks of it. Yeah, let's do that. And let's have a quick look at what jobs we've got next. So we are in Grangeville. Oh, we've got a harvester. It's the best paying job. And it's in a Peterbilt. It's the best paying per mile, anyway. Or we take that slightly lower paying one, which takes us into Oregon. Kind of like that idea, actually. Yeah, I like that idea. The fracking tank. Yeah, I think between one of these two, we're going to grab. Although both of them are quite going to disappear quite quickly, but I wanted to check the email. I think has got rid of that. And catalog, truck dealers. Oh, we have unlocked a Peterbilt dealer. Awesome. Visit selected dealer. No. We can't buy online from them yet. Fair enough. So I guess we could go catalog, truck explorer. And yeah, this is the jobby that we're looking at, I think. I quite like this guy. It's not giving us prices, which is a little bit annoying. Okay. So we can't really mess with that too much. We've got 36 grand in the bank. Let's looks like the jobs have changed already. That's just a return run. I fancy that one. I fancy that one with the wheel loader. Let's grab that. Yeah. Yeah, I fancy that. So that's going to be our job for next time. Yeah, that's it for today, folks. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, then feel free to like, comment, and subscribe, as James May says. Thank you to the patrons and YouTube channel members. Appreciate you guys supporting the channel. And I'll see you next time for more Truck Simulator.